My name is Claris Tina Award. I was born in a family of two, my sister and I. My parents died in 2002. Part of my life, I grew up in the hands of my grandmother. Another life, I grew up in the hands of my auntie. I have been growing up in the hands of so many different people. In 2005, I realized I was HIV positive when I was taken to the hospital, and this news was told to me by a nurse. This is after I was getting sick on and off. I could not stay in school most of the time. When I was taken to the hospital and I was diagnosed with the HIV/AIDS, I was started on ARVs, and I think that is what has been keeping me going to date. It has been very difficult for me to, convince the community that I am HIV positive. I am 25 years old and I got this disease from my parents. Most of them feel that, she's promiscuous, she's sleeping around with other people. I've passed through challenges like even other parents giving me as an example to their children that, if you keep on walking up and down with this man, you're going to end up like Tina Claris. It's so painful to me, but that is a challenge that I've learned to overcome as days go by. Another challenge, like when I was growing up into primary school, is disclosure. When I was told my HIV status, I was given these ARVs to take, but I was still very young. There was nobody to tell me that, these are your ARVs, you should take them every day. If you don't take them, this and that will happen. You find that, of course I was told this at the hospital, but as a young girl growing up, I've realized now that age, the way I was young, these kids still need someone to reinforce for them. Still need someone to follow them up. Did you take your drugs? Are you okay? What challenges? But I didn't get that. I was being told, ndizo dawa, meza dawa, and that's it. So most of the time I was not taking my drugs. I was going without them for a long time. Sometimes I just bring them, dump them there, create a heap there. So in secondary school, just like everyone knows, there's bullying, and it was very difficult for me to take my ARVs. I was getting low sometimes, feeling like committing suicide. I actually tried suicide most 2 to 3 times because I was feeling that, the sun is going down in my life and there is no one who is there for me. Yeah. My sister recommended for me her friend Fenia Witi and told me, look for Fenia Witi, talk to her, tell her what you want. So I went on Facebook, found Fenia Witi and sent for her my number, and she called me back. And I remember we talked for almost 1 hour. And she encouraged me that, of course I know you're failing treatment, but you can still do it. Try and keep time, try and eat well, try and keep yourself out of stress, because it can still work. So I was telling myself, so if any of it have told me that my first line regimen can still work, I can tell my clinician to hold on to changing my drugs. So I went back to the hospital and asked, Dr. Kevin, I need to stick to my first line. Let me just do it again. Let's try. So Dr. Kevin was so kind to me. He actually agreed for 3 months. First of all, living with HIV/AIDS does not define me. It doesn't define me. I can walk into an office like you can walk into an office with your HIV negative. I can do everything. Like I said before, when I went to college, I was doing sporting activities. I actually joined the school basketball team and I went for competitions. I joined the beauty pageants and I vied for Miss Kisumu National Polytechnic and I won. And so what else can't I do? I can do everything. I can do anything. Just like I said before, I'm Tina Claris and I'm HIV positive. And my information to those people out there, the young kids growing up HIV positive, I would like to tell you that there are challenges, But monya monya. Monya monya means just take your ARVs. Whether you're feeling low, just take them. Whether you're feeling discriminated, just take them. Monya monya, because that is the way to go. There's no shortcut to this. Thank you.